All right, so what is issue 24?
Issue 24 is the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board 1 mil additional property tax levy. It will fund treatment services and prevention services and recovery support services for the mentally ill and substance using residents in Lucas County.
Kind of how specifically will that help?
Well, what we know is the cost of untreated mental illness and addiction in our community is extremely high. We know that people that have untreated mental illness have a tendency to get their primary care at the emergency rooms. We know that people with mental illness and addiction can cycle in and out of our criminal justice system. We know that people with mental illness in particular die 25 years younger than the average citizen because of those untreated illnesses. And obviously that impacts our entire community. It raises the cost of personal health care, it raises the cost of criminal justice services, and with a small investment in our community to provide funds for treatment and recovery supports, we can reduce those costs.
So what's going on here today?
Today we're here to show the power of peer recovery and empowerment. This is a conference of over 150 people in recovery to help support each other and give back to the community and show the community that despite their mental illness or addictions, they are just like everybody else. You know, mental illness and addiction impacts 1 in 4 people in our community. It is not discriminatory, so it all ages, races, genders, and so we're here to represent our entire community and ask for everybody to vote for issue 24.
So what was the rally that just barely happened all about?
It was to generate support for our issue 24 and to help mobilize our recovery community so that they can go out and talk to their family, their peers, their neighbors about the value and importance of issue 24.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Sure, I'd like to tell you that it's 1 mil additional. It's for 10 years. It will cost the homeowner of a $100,000 house $2.53 per month.
So what's going on here today?
Well, this is a regional event sponsored by the Ohio Empowerment Coalition, and that's a group that represents and advocates for folks who live with mental illness and addiction disorders. And today we're getting together to celebrate recovery and in particular look at integrated health. So that includes physical, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, social, all the aspects that together make you a healthy person.
So how's the turnout been? How receptive are people?
It's been good. We represent all of Northwest Ohio. We've got 22 counties represented, about 170 people. Yeah.
How important is this event for people?
This kind of event is extremely important for persons who live with mental illness because it's an opportunity to be around peers. It's an opportunity to not feel like you have to hold back or shield part of your identity from the people in the room. Everyone's been through the same types of experiences, depression, anxiety, different challenges with mental health. It's extremely liberating and encouraging to not have to hide and worry about stigma even for one day.
So what kind of things are going on here?
Well, we've got a lot of workshops, and we just had a consumer panel where people shared their stories, sharing stories, using creative tools, helping people build their toolkit that allows them to manage their mental illness and live a happy, productive life.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about anything?
Well, one of the most important things we're doing today is focusing on the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board levy in Lucas County. It's an extremely important opportunity to keep resources coming to folks who need mental health support. Resources have been dwindling for many, many years. It's extremely important that issue 24 pass.